What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Lead From Here podcast. I'm Jason. Today we're talking about saying no. This kind of builds on the setting boundaries conversation from the prior week, but ultimately saying no is in my opinion, a superpower. It's something that I think people are really bad at, myself included. I'm terrible at it, but I think it's something that if you can figure out how to do it effectively, and this isn't just no, like no, I'm not doing that. Obviously, there's certain situations where that makes sense, especially in your personal life, but at work, it's really important to understand how to say no without saying no. Absolutely not. Like there's always times where that could be useful, but a lot of the times, especially when you're in a company, especially when you're working with people in your community, working with your family, saying like, listen, no, but, or we could try a variation of that, or hey, I understand where you're trying to go with this. What if we tried this? There's a lot of different ways to say no, like, hey, that's not going to work, or no, the team won't do that. But also, I'm not saying I'm not going to help you. I want to help, but the way you're approaching it is not going to be effective, or it will frustrate the team, or it'll make the team ineffective, or it'll distract the team. So let's look at another way of doing this. And being able to do that effectively is what separates really good leaders from leaders that are good to their team but are a struggle to work with and usually struggle to climb the corporate ladder because they're always saying no. And it's just no. Like, no, we can't. No. And that wears on people because it is most jobs, most companies, you want it to be a collaborative atmosphere. You want to work together. You want to help each other. Departments want to help each other, teams want to help each other, leaders want to help each other, people want to help each other. So if you're the person that always says no, people are going to stop coming to you, which makes you less effective as a leader, which decreases your opportunities, and ultimately can lead to your demise as a team and as a leader. So it's important to learn to say no. So if somebody comes to you and says, hey, listen, I need your team to pick up this work and get it out. And you're immediately thinking, we've already got plenty of priorities and this is lower priority than those, so why would we do that? That doesn't make any sense. So instead of saying no, you would say, hey, I appreciate you bringing this to me. We're stacked up with things that I believe are higher priority. Let's talk to the VP. Let's figure out like, hey, from a prioritization perspective, do we have this priority right? If it is right, then how can we get this work done? I'll help you find somebody else. Or if it's wrong and something we're working on is lower priority, we'll slide that in and drop the lowest priority. It's all about creating a conversation and creating a dialogue about it and understanding that like they're asking to collaborate. It may not feel like it, and sometimes people are really bad at asking for help. Sometimes people like say it as a directive or like they're telling you what to do, and it's up to you to address that and however you feel addressing it. Like in the moment, especially if you're in a meeting with a bunch of people, I would just say, I would just do what I said, like find a way to be collaborative, find a way to like get to a no if it doesn't make sense from a prioritization perspective or from a business perspective, or find a way to collaboratively figure it out together. If you can do that, you're going to look really good. And then you have to take the opportunity of like, hey, the next time you're with them one-on-one or in a very small group setting, be like, hey, the other day when you asked for my help, you kind of made it sound like you were telling me what to do, and like, I'm always down to help, but if you could just like approach it like a question instead of a directive, that would be very helpful to me. And those kind of conversations are not easy. That kind of comes back to the difficult conversation. I will link that in the link below. But if you can do that, they might actually take that and be like, am I like that with everybody? Maybe I need to improve the way I create dialogues. Maybe I'm, and then you help create some career growth in somebody else's opportunity. So there's so many opportunities to say no because there's so many asks of teams these days. So if you're taking the opportunity to say no, make sure that's not a no full stop. Like it's a no, unless it's just a totally unreasonable ask, then make a judgment call. But don't be the person that's always saying no. Because if you're always saying no to everything, people will stop coming to you and people will start going around you, which is not a good spot to be. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for your team. I don't want that for your career. So just remember to say no, but say it in a way that is collaborative and engaging and creates a dialogue. Hope that's helpful. If you have any questions or want me to dive deeper onto any part of that topic, let me know, jason@leadfromhere.co. And yeah, hit me up on social media platforms too, just DM me. And if you like what you're hearing, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps and I really appreciate it. Yeah, take care.